Y'all, I am truly convinced that worship is not what we think it is. Worship is not these slow songs after a praise break. Slow songs that calms you down or make you feel emotional or makes you want to repent. That's all good. But that's not true worship. True worship is, one, obeying God, but two, making the decisions that pleases God and overrides your flesh. Decisions that you desire to do. When you have this option, you have this you can do, you have this you can do. You can do what you like, but the decision you choose is the one that pleases God. And oftentimes that decision is not what our flesh wants to do. Our flesh pushes against it. It refuses it. It goes the opposite way. But when you actually make the choice to obey God, to make the choice that pleases God, that's when he puts a ram in the bush. I was reading Genesis 22, the first verse through I think 19 or 20. And I tell you, ain't nobody in their right mind would do what Abraham did with his son Isaac. To take his only son, to sacrifice him. That type of worship moves mountains. That type of worship brings resources. That type of worship turns things around in your life. It shifts your finances. It changes that loved one. It changes minds. It brings forth fruit. That type of worship that overrides your flesh, what you want to do. Overrides your desires, what you want to do. Overrides your cravings, what you want to do. That type of worship, that type of obedience, you can't beat that. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if God told me to take my son and lay him out and sacrifice him, I don't know if I would be able to do that. Now, I'm not telling you that the choice you make that pleases God is going to feel good. Sacrificing the time to commune with him, sacrificing the deeds of your flesh to please God, that is true worship. True worship is not, these worship songs and all these slow songs that make you emotional or make you sorry for not doing what you're supposed to do. That's not worship. So with all that being said, what type of worshiper are you? Are you making decisions that pleases your flesh? Or are you making decisions that please God?